Alright, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Demi. And today's video we're talking about my many but bare takeaways for the Raptors this season. So if you are new, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into today's video. So first off, I'll start from the bottom to the top as I have 8 takeaways, so let's talk about this here today. As for Toronto Raptors, have a good start and they'll finish strong towards the end of the season. As for the Raptors, I think they played a bit better towards the beginning of the season last season than I know they were probably about, I think, either first or third in the East when they started playing at the beginning of the season. I think they're possibly behind the Knicks or they're second best to when they started the season last season, so I don't really think they have a bad start, but have a great start and then they'll finish strong like always. The next thing, the Raptors starting 5 to be one of the best in the NBA. I know why the Raptors are ranking our roster probably the 12th best in the NBA. When we have almost the best starting 5 in Pascal, Scottie, OG, Trent, and Fred. And then when they're fully healthy, they're basically a 70% win percentage team. So I don't know why the analysts are judging it, but honestly, when they're fully healthy, we're a 70% win team. So honestly, I don't have anything to say about the starting lineup, because with starting lineup, you can basically slot anyone in like Precious, or you can slot anyone like Ken Burch, you can slot anyone like Thaddeus Young, and you can slot even Chris Boucher there. We'll do a good job. Another takeaway I have is Trent will get traded, and they'll probably extend Fred to probably about that 3-year deal they're talking about. I don't know how much he'll probably get extended to, but I think it was about $100 million deal. So I think Trent will stay and Fred will get extended maybe later in the offseason. I don't know when the extension deadline is, or maybe at the end of the season he'll get that extension and get the player option at the end of the season. So that's something I gotta say here. Next takeaway I have, the Raptors will probably have 1 or 2 All-Stars with a given. Whether it's either Fed VanVleet, Pascal, or you can say Scottie, OG, out of those 5. I don't know who probably make the All-Star game. You can probably say Trent too, but I think for the Raptors with a given, they'll probably have 1 to 2 All-Stars, whether they're on the bench or whether they're starting within a given. So those are my thoughts for the Raptors All-Stars who they'll have, because with the East, it's probably the same. I think many players don't really make a jump, but I think you can probably say Scottie Barnes, he could probably be a nod for an All-Star, even you can say OG as he was close to getting, but he got hurt. So I don't know, but I think anyone the Raptors 5 didn't get to an All-Star game, so I'll just say the Raptors will have 1 or 2 All-Stars for the given. The next thing I have here is Achiuwa will probably win Most Improved Player award, because this guy, the jump he took from last season ever since the playoffs or the Rising Stars game, this guy's been on a mission. He's basically shooting 30 to 40 from 3 ever since the Rising Stars game even occurred. So I think Achiuwa will probably win the Most Improved Player award, and for what he did with the Let's Get Joel being in the playoffs and what I've seen, he basically got him on all people. So I think Achiuwa will basically win the Most Improved Player award. Although he didn't really make a jump, I think he'll probably make a jump and getting about 10 points per game, though he was under 10 points per game for average. But I think after All-Star break, what I've seen from last season, I think Achiuwa just pick up where he left off. The next takeaway I have here for the Raptors is they'll be a top 10 defensive team yet again in the NBA, and they're going to be competitive, and they'll basically hound you with all defensive stances or sets given. As for the Raptors, for the key stats I have here for last season, they're second steals. As for a team, they're first in opponent turnover percentage, and they're second in offensive rebound percentage. They're 10th in defensive team rating. They're 8th in rebounding, and they get almost 50 rebounds even without a center, so they don't really need a center, I don't think. And they're first in opponent turnover. So honestly, the Raptors will turn you over, they'll steal the ball like crazy, and they'll basically get out and run. So I know for a fast break, they're probably about a good team on the fast break too. So honestly, you can probably say that. The Raptors are basically hounding you, they always compete, and they basically are dog on the defensive end, so I think they'll probably be a top 10 defensive team yet again in the NBA. And my last takeaway I have here for the Raptors is for the playoffs, I think they'll either be a second round exit or they'll be an Eastern Conference Finals exit. I don't know when it is, but I think they'll probably finish off for the East and have home court advantage for the first round. I think the Raptors last season, if we were healthy, would have beat the Philadelphia team basically in 6 or 7. I would call it 4-2 or 4-3. We would have beat the Philadelphia team if we were healthy, but that's the past. Joel Embiid, we played very well without a center, and playing against like the Joel Embiid is basically the hardest thing to do, so I'll get it 6 to the W on that platform. I think the Raptors, if you're going to play them in the playoffs, should basically be getting a dogfight in 6 or 7 games. So honestly, I think the Raptors, they have good things to work on the season as they added many bench players. And my last takeaway I think I'll have is the Raptors will probably have a better bench than last season, because you have players like Otto Porter off that bench, you have players like Chris Boucher off that bench, you have players like Thaddeus Young, you have players like Juancho Hernan-Gomez. I think the Raptors are going to have a great season next season, and they always play good As for the regular season, there's not even a problem. And so when the playoffs come, they just have to keep staying healthy and use their players to their advantage. And yeah, that's all I gotta say for the Raptors and my takeaways. So if you are new, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Thank you, boy Dimi, and I'm out. Peace.